The temple at Kom Ombo, just north of Aswan, is unique because it is a double temple. One is dedicated to Sobek, the crocodile god, and the other to Horus, the falcon-headed god. The layout combines two temples in one, with each side having its own gateways and chapels. The main attraction is the beautiful outer hypostyle hall with 15 thick columns topped with floral capitals. Significant portions of the roof remain, which are decorated with flying vultures and astronomical imagery. The temple was excavated last century, and in recent times part of it was lost to the Nile, and in 1992 an earthquake caused further damage. There was once a huge population of crocodiles inhabiting the area. Today, they are extinct. Luxor Temple was a grand monument in the famous city of Thebes, the capital of Egypt, from 1991 BC. Two massive seated statues of Ramses II guard the huge gateway. Two 80-foot obelisks once accompanied them, but today only one remains. The other stands in the Place de la Concorde in Paris. Inside are a number of standing colossi of Ramses II. The colonnade of Amenhotep III has 7 pairs of 52-foot-high open-flower papyrus columns, which still support their huge architrave blocks. The Great Court of Ramses II is surrounded by 74 papyrus columns, each crowned with bud capitals. The court is over 31,000 square feet in size. The name Luxor is derived from the Arabic word al-Uqsur, meaning fortifications. After Egypt's pagan period, a Christian church and monastery were located here, and after that, a mosque was built that continues to be used today. The reliefs on the walls bear the names of Tutankhamun, Horemheb, Seti I, Ramses II, and Seti II. Tutankhamun decorated the eastern walls, but Horemheb later erased the name of the boy king and inscribed his own. This avenue of human-headed sphinxes, originally over 3 kilometers long, connected the temples of Karnak and Luxor. The Temple of Karnak is like a city of temples built over 2,000 years. This avenue of ram-headed sphinxes once linked up with the avenue of human-headed sphinxes at the Temple of Luxor. The temple area is a vast open-air museum and the largest ancient religious site in the world. Approximately 30 pharaohs contributed to the buildings, enabling it to reach a size, complexity, and diversity not seen elsewhere. Few of the individual features of Karnak are unique, but the size and number of features are overwhelming. The Hypostyle Hall at 54,000 square feet, with its 134 columns, is still the largest room of any religious building in the world. In addition to the main sanctuary, there are several smaller temples and a vast sacred lake. The great temple at the heart of Karnak is so big The cathedrals of St. Peter's, Milan, and Notre Dame could be lost within its walls. Madinat Habu is surrounded by a massive fortified enclosure wall with an unusual entrance known as the Pavilion Gate. Egyptian temples were designed as dramatic settings for great processional festivals. The interior walls have a wealth of well-preserved bas-reliefs, some of which still retain their original paintwork. Because of its strong fortifications, Madinat Habu was a place of refuge during the civil war between the high priest of Ammon at Karnak and the viceroy of Kush. During the Greek and Roman periods, the site was expanded, and between the 1st and 9th centuries AD, a Coptic city was built and the temple was used as a Christian church. Just beyond the sprawl of Cairo, the 3 pyramids at Giza are the last of the original 7 wonders of the ancient world. The Great Pyramid itself was, for over 4,000 years, the tallest building in the world. The sides each point to the 4 points of the compass, and the length of each side at the base is 755 feet. The Great Pyramid was once covered by a layer of smooth limestone, all of which was plundered to build Cairo.
There's only one man